colère avec toi ce soir parce que tu m'as dit que je suis à toi et je pense que tu es gros et je sais que tu es chauve et je pense que je ne t'aime plus.
Même si mes cheveux reviendront un jour, tu ne voudras pas plus de mon amour. Même si tu penses que je suis gros, même si tu sais que je suis chauve, pourquoi tu ne m'aimes plus?
Je voulais être libre comme quand j'étais petite. Comment je peux aimer une brute égoïste, même si tu étais encore plus maigre, avec les cheveux plein la tête. Je pense que je ne t'aime plus.
Laisse-moi t'embrasser encore une fois. Souviens-toi quand nous marchions au bois. J'ai pensé que tu es belle et je sais que tu es celle qui restera toujours avec moi.
Tu es tellement persistant. Tu seras le loup et moi le mouton. Belle âme, j'ai pensé que tu es gros et je pense que tu es chaud, mais je sais que tu seras mon amant.
Je serai ta crème d'amant et nous serons des amants.
Ma chambre a la forme d'une cage. Le soleil passe son bras par la fenêtre. Les chasseurs à ma porte comme les petits soldats qui veulent me prendre. Je ne veux pas travailler, je ne veux pas déjeuner. Je veux seulement oublier et puis je fume. Déjà j'ai connu le parfum de l'amour. 1 million de roses n'embaumerait pas autant. Maintenant une seule fleur dans mes entourages me rend malade. Je ne veux pas travailler, je ne veux pas déjeuner. Je veux seulement oublier et puis je fume. Je ne suis pas fière de sa vie qui veut me tuer. C'est magnifique être sympathique. Je ne veux pas travailler, non, je ne veux pas déjeuner. Je veux seulement oublier, et puis je fume. Je ne le connais jamais. Je ne veux pas travailler, non, je ne veux pas déjeuner. Je veux seulement oublier, et puis je
Shada papaya, shada papaya, papa. Shada papaya, shada papaya, papa. 真夜中に女一人で聞く歌はお酒のように消えてしまったブルーなボサノバ夢を見たのよ虹を見たのよ砂漠の中をどこまでも歩いて真夜中に女一人で聞く歌は恋人の釣れないほどのブルーなボサノバシャバダバダ夢を見たのよ虹を見たのよ砂漠の中をどこまでも歩いて真夜中に女一人で聞く歌は恋人の釣れないほどのブルーなボサノバシャダババヤシャダバヤファファシャダババヤシャダバヤファファShada papaya, shada papaya, fa-fa. Shada 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 papaya, shada papaya, fa-fa.
Welcome, everyone, to the Prince William Sound Science Center's second annual Copper River Nouveau online. We are so excited to have you join us this evening. COVID has continued turning our world upside down, and we hope in 2022 to return to an in-person event. And we hope that we'll see you here in Cordova for that. I am Lauren Bean, the Science Center's Education Director, and I'll be your host for this evening. We have a really great event planned for you with a silent auction, live auction, speakers, and performers. And I encourage you to keep bidding on both the silent auction items and the live auction items throughout the evening. To bid, you must be registered. So if you haven't registered yet, there are so many great items. So get on over there and do that. Go to pwssc.org and follow the links on how to register. Click on the Start Bidding button at the top right-hand corner of your screen and start bidding away. The silent auction bidding closes shortly after the end of today's event at 6:30 Alaska time, and you can bid right up to the end. Winners will be visible on the auction item screen when bidding closes. So again, go check out those silent auction items. There are 75 amazing items out there. I wish I could go home with all of them, but I'm sure while I'm busy doing this, everyone will be outbidding me. We will also have our live auction at later in the evening, though that bidding has already opened. So you can go to the live auction items and continue bidding, though for some live auction fun, we will do a live auction bid and we will go head to head and close out our 5 amazing live auction items one at a time later in the evening. So stay tuned. To keep up with all of the action tonight, there's a lot going on. We recommend using 2 screens, just like I'm doing here. One to watch this broadcast and a second one on a phone or a tablet to continue your bidding or open another tab on your computer. Now, to get us started, we will hear from Prince William Sound Science Center's CEO and President, Katrina Hoffman, to share some exciting news.
Everybody, Katrina Hoffman, President and CEO at the Prince William Sound Science Center, coming to you alone in my office when I really wish we could be enjoying dinner together here in Cordova. But I'm really glad you joined us. We did everything we could to make safe decisions for our community, and I'm looking forward to an in-person gathering next year. I'm coming to you from the traditional lands of the Eyak people, and over the years, this has been a meeting place for people of Eyak, Tlingit, Alutiiq, and Athabascan descent. And I'm grateful for their stewardship of these lands over time. This is where some of the most incredible ecosystems on Earth exist. And they're very compelling. It's what our staff study and teach about. And I hope you get to visit this part of the world again, if not for the first time. It's a really interesting time in the Science Center's history. For decades, people have been dreaming about our own dedicated facilities with new laboratories, classrooms, exhibits, and more. And back in April, we broke ground on a 5-acre site where we are building just that. As I speak this week, concrete is being poured and land is being smoothed out for what will become our new facilities. And I hope we'll get to show you them in 2022 and beyond. Also, typically in Copper River Nouveau, we have a dockside reception to acknowledge the Fisheries Achievement Award winners. We're not able to do that this year, but I do want to thank Carl and Patsy Fisher, Bill and Michelle Fisher, and their Cordova Outboard team for what they've contributed to our fishing industry and its sustainability over time. This is a multi-generational family business, and they do a lot of installing and maintenance of engines. And how does that relate to fisheries sustainability? Well, they've kept our fleet up to date with all the best technologies over time. And their commitment to that is making our fleet more and more efficient. And for that, we're grateful. So thanks to the Fisher family. And Senator Murkowski would like to pay you a special acknowledgement herself.
Welcome back to the Copper River Nouveau. I think we all wish that we were there in person. I know that I certainly wish to be out on the dock there as we're talking about the recipient for the Fisheries Achievement Award, to be able to recognize the Fisher family, to be able to recognize the contribution to the community and to the fishing fleet at large that Cordova Outboard has done. The family network from Carl and Patsy and Bill and Michelle and everybody else throughout the family, this multi-generational business that has been there year in, year out to help the community keep our fleet going and really keep our economy going. This is why we recognize those who have given so much. So congratulations to Cordova Outboard, to the Fisher family for all that you have done. We're excited about the year ahead, the new facility underway, completion next year, hopefully ribbon cuttings next year when we're celebrating the Copper River Nouveau. So much to be looking forward to, so much to share as we celebrate the world's richest waters right there in Prince William Sound. So my love to you all. Know that we're looking forward to another extraordinary year, and Copper River Nouveau 22, but in the meantime, we're there with you in spirit.
That's right. We're looking forward to an in-person Copper River Nouveau in 2022. Thank you, Senator Murkowski. Thank you, Katrina, and thank you to the Fisher family for all that you've done for our community this year and in the future. This is about to bring us to our Giving Challenge, where you can donate directly to the Science Center tonight. And so to do that, you follow the Donate Now button at the top of your screen, or you can text SALMON, SALMON, to 366-283. And you will receive a giving link when you text that number. So the Giving Challenge is really great. This evening, we have a very generous donor who has decided to match up to the first $5,000 that we receive. So if you make a donation, we can get there to that $5,000 and receive that match from this anonymous donor. But we're not quite yet there to the Giving Challenge yet. I would like to thank our major donors who, without them, this night could not be possible. So at the $10,000 level, ConocoPhillips, thank you for your years of extraordinary support for our research and education programs and for your major gift to our new facility. You've been with us since the beginning, and we are so grateful. At $5,000, Cascadia Cross Border Law, CoBank, Boeing, Chugach Alaska Corporation, Cascadia Cross Border Law, ExxonMobil Alaska, Miracola, Margaret Stock and Neil O'Donnell, the EAC Corporation, and Trident Seafoods. At $2,000 and above, Alyeska Pipeline Service Company, Boeing, Chugach Alaska Corporation, Dawson, Educational Legacy Fund, First National Bank Alaska, GCI, Linden, Matson, OBI Seafoods, and the Telez family. We have many more event sponsors at the $250, $500, and $1,000 levels. You can see the full list of tonight's donors and sponsors on our event webpage, in the event slides, and on the auction bidding pages. Donors, thank you so much. I was so excited to share how grateful we are. I skipped ahead a little bit, and we just couldn't do it without you. Between live auction bidding donations, direct donations, and the Giving Challenge tonight, our goal, and I hope you're with us in this goal, our goal tonight is to raise $40,000 for science and education, and I think we can do it. So before we get that started, we are going to hear from two of our amazing researchers who do the work that you are going to hear all about tonight, Dr. Pete Rand and Dr. Kristen Gorman.
Climate change is on the minds of a lot of people, and our rivers are changing, glaciers are melting, the ocean is warming, and so we need to be in a position to predict some of these changes and adapt to them. The ocean is becoming more acid, and that affects the food web, and it affects salmon. Salmon rely on the food web during their time in the ocean. And what are we seeing? We're seeing fish coming back smaller. We're also seeing a lot of variability in survival of fish. And this is a concern for biologists. It's a concern for fisheries managers. So it's really hard to predict returns. But we now have technologies, tagging technologies, sonar, where we can actually get insight into what the fish are doing. Where are they swimming in the river? How many of them actually successfully reach the spawning grounds? These are completely open questions that we're trying to answer. Just by our location, right on the water, we're nimble. So we're able to come up with ideas and deploy field crews within a matter of days or hours. So to address really important, urgent needs, I think a place like the Science Center fills a really important niche. I've been working in the field for over 20 years. I've seen a lot of the North Pacific. I've seen a lot of salmon rivers. I've worked in Japan, I've worked in the Russian Far East, I've worked in other parts of Alaska. But I think the Prince William Sound region is really unique. I think as a biologist, I really appreciate the connection to the community. Cordova is a small place, but I think everyone really appreciates salmon and appreciates the natural resources. And so I really like working in that environment. There's a lot of people, I come across people every day that really care about these fish and really care about the health of the system. As a biologist and someone, concerned about the future of salmon, I think there's no better place to be.
Great. Thanks, Pete, for sharing a little bit about your work. I will be honest with everyone. Pete has a full beard. Maybe it was a COVID grow. I don't know, but it was a little different to see him without a beard. But it's great to see him talking about all of the amazing work that he does here. So we are about to begin the giving challenge that I've mentioned. And again, we have an anonymous donor that has pledged to match up to the first $5,000 in donations that we receive tonight. So let's match their generosity. Get ready. Remember, you can click the Donate Now button at the top of your auction page or text Salmon to 366-283 to participate in this giving challenge. Here we go. Do we have anyone who is willing to match our anonymous donor at the $5,000 level? So $5,000 would help the Science Center Education Department with our campground fees, where we run all of our, and I'm not biased, all of our amazing summer education programs at this campground. All right, how about at the, Howard and Jean Bauman, I see a $1,000 gift, and they are a relation to one of our amazing Science Center employees, so thank you so much for your constant support of the Science Center. What about anyone at the $2,500 level? This would support so much in our education department, including some of our discovery outreach trips where we take our remotely operated vehicle kits. So those are underwater robots that we bring to communities all around the state of Alaska, where participating students get to design, build, and put their ROVs to the test in an underwater ultimate hands-on STEM program. I see so many donations coming in that have come in already. So thank you so much to Tom and Sheila Barrett, Chuck Meacham, Jake Good, Anna Yampolsky, and Mark Osgood. Thank you for your support. All right, how about anyone at the $1,500 level? So $1,500 could help cover the costs of one of the Science Center's researchers to publish their results in an internationally known scientific journal. And as we know, peer-reviewed science is how they do business. Oh, John Garner at the $1,000 level. Thank you so much for your support, John. And publishing their work in a scientific journal. Andrew Smallwood, thank you so much. Another $1,000. This is great. Pete Anderson, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, how about at the $1,000 level, we just had a few of you at the $1,000 level. This could help buy a new canoe or kayak for we've reached our anonymous match at $5,000. Thank you everyone for all of your support. I'm getting so excited to see the support that I know is coming from all over right now. The $1,000 that some of you have donated already could help purchase a new canoe or kayak for the Science Center's education program. It's not just fun to get out in a canoe or kayak, of course it is, but it also helps us get to more remote places, learn about wetland ecosystems, and we've actually seen that learning how to canoe or kayak is a real confidence booster for some of our students. So this is a great donation to all of you who have donated so far. Thank you so much. I also see Kathy Sandifer with a donation. We really appreciate all of your support for the Science Center. How about $500? Would anybody like to donate at the $500 level? This could help a Science Center member travel to or attend a virtual conference, which, just like publishing in a peer-reviewed journal, this helps our researchers collaborate with other scientists, meet other scientists, share ideas. Thank you, Robin McGee, for that gift. That's exactly what we're hoping to do with this money, is collaborate with other researchers and share all of the good work that we're doing here at the Science Center. Oh, and Weber Wild Seafood, thank you for your constant support of the Science Center. How about the $250 level? If 8 people tonight donate at the $250 level, this could help produce one of our Science Center podcasts, Field Notes. Field Notes podcasts help share all of the work that we're doing with a much broader audience. It helps get these stories that need to be told about the work that we're doing out to a broader audience. Thank you, Cynthia Latti. Michelle Hahn, thank you so much for your support. And these stories that we're telling in our Field Notes podcasts are all about the locally important work that we do that have global relevance. So again, thank you, Kate Dugan, for that donation. Thank you so much. How about the $100 level? This would help support the Science Center's education staff as we build our ever-popular Discovery Packs. Discovery Packs are kits that come in a backpack, and they are on theme. You can rent them from us and check them out, which was very important during the times where we couldn't do as much in-person programming. And those themes range from shorebirds to wildflowers, bats, astrology, and my personal favorite, geology rocks. So $100 can help us as we build our library of Discovery Packs. Thank you so much to everyone who is bidding or who is donating. How about the $50 level? If anyone can donate $50, imagine that's a new pair of wader boots for some of our science camps, or a life jacket to get those students out on a canoe or a kayak or out on the new wave on Prince William Sound exploring. All right, how about at the $25 level? Typically this fundraiser would be a ticketed dinner, but tonight it's free. Oh my God, that's my mom who just donated. Thank you, Mom. So all the way from Ohio, we are being supported here at the Science Center. Oh, she's gonna make me cry. So this event tonight is free. Maybe you got outbid already on your favorite action item, or you saved some money, not going out to eat as much. Maybe this is the first time you've ever even heard of the Science Center. And any donation, every little bit counts. And if you can give $25 tonight, or if you can give any amount tonight, we would love to count you as one of our supporters. Thank you everyone so much for your generous support during the Giving Challenge. That was really incredible to see and super fun to watch all of those donations come in our bidding thermometer. So this doesn't end the giving. You can continue to donate directly to the Science Center tonight throughout the show in support of our mission. again, by following all those links or texting salmon to 366-283. I will remind everyone to check on your silent auction items as the night continues, because we are about to go into our live auction. So let's have some bidding fun with our live auction. The bidding actually opened on these a little bit earlier this week, and bids have been coming in all week on our live auction items. And here is how it will work. We recommend, again, 2 screens, one for the broadcast, one for your bidding. And you remember, you have to be registered. If you have not registered yet at pwssc.org, you're missing out on so many great auction items, both in the silent auction and the live auction we're about to get into. Once you're registered, be sure to click on the Start Bidding in the upper right-hand corner of your screen and click on the item to bid. All right. As the bids come in, I will announce who is leading, and then there will be a timer that will come up on your screen, and that will close out that live auction item. And the winner of that item will be visible on your screen when the auction closes. So let's start at live auction item 101. This is a 25-pound box of wild Alaska sockeye salmon. So this salmon is donated by Trident Seafoods. Thank you so much, Trident, for this generous donation. These fillets are vacuum-packed sockeye salmon fillets, and this is the red salmon that people line up in the grocery stores as soon as fishing starts here in May. And we have a lot of bidders on this item. Ryan Binning, I see that you are currently leading, but at one time, Chuck Meacham was interested in this item. Clarence Patsky was interested, and Brooke Taylor, you were interested in this as well. These sockeye fillets are such a treat. Oh, here we go. Chuck is back in the game. All right, so Ryan, are you gonna let Chuck take these sockeye fillets out from under you? You could have beautiful meals for many nights to come, or have a grill, a cookout night with this. So Chuck is still in the lead, but I wanna hear from Clarence, who was once interested. Brooke, are you out there? Kathy Potter and Margaret Stock also once wanted these fillets. Oh, and here we go. Todd Telez is in the picture. Todd is currently our highest bidder. And Chuck, are you gonna just let Todd do this? How about you, Ryan? You were the winning bid before we started our live auction. Do you have an interest in these anymore? Todd Telez is still our highest bidder. And let's put a 20-second timer up and see who will walk away. Chuck is currently in the lead with 17 seconds. So Todd, Ryan, are you gonna let this happen? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Congratulations to the winner of 25-pound box of sockeye fillets from Trident Seafoods. Delicious, yummy treat. Will all be over whenever you have a grill out for that. Thank you so much for your support. All right, live auction item number 102 is our next item up for bid. Now, this is a really amazing piece. It is a chart of Alaska printed in Paris in 1787, and it is donated by R.J. Kopchak. This is one of the earliest charts of Alaska, the northwest coast of America, and the northeast coast of Asia, as explored on Captain Cook's third voyage, with an insert of Nootka Sound, Vancouver Island, Canada. And it was printed in Paris in 1787 on handmade paper. The copperplate engraved map is full of detail with depths around the coastline. This item is just incredible. A chart that is this old is pretty amazing. The cartographer of this chart is Rigobert Bonne, who was a royal cartographer to France and compiled some of the most detailed and accurate maps of the period. Bonne's work represents an important step in the evolution of the cartographic ideology away from the decorative work of the 17th and early 18th century towards a more detail-oriented aesthetic. This chart shows the track of the Resolution in 1778 as they carefully explored and charted an area unknown to Western cultures. And let's check on our bidding for this item. Kendall Nielsen is our highest bidder, but John Garner, thank you for your donation earlier, but this chart is still up and still available. You were once interested, as well as Kathy Potter. RJ, who donated this, is one of those steadfast and visionary community members of Cordova who helped kickstart. Here we go. Todd Telez is back in the action, couldn't stay away. RJ helped kickstart the Science Center back in 1989. He is the ultimate creative, and you almost never see RJ without a pen or pencil in hand, doodling, idealizing, sketching while he's talking to you. He has turned this original chart that was printed in Paris in the 1700s into an heirloom quality keepsake. How neat to have a chart that is this old become one of the items in your homes. And currently that is Todd Telez who has that opportunity. So would anyone like this chart in their home? Let's start a 20-second timer for this item and see if Todd, you get to take this beautiful piece from RJ home with you. And again, Kendall, you were once very interested. Maybe this is your strategy to wait till the last second. Oh my goodness, John Garner, back in the action. Here we go. There are 4, 3, 2, 1. That item is closed. That came down to the wire. Congratulations to the winner of that beautiful chart donated by RJ. Thank you to RJ who donated, and thank you to the winner of that silent auction item. All right, our next live auction item is auction item number 103, a New Wave tour. A 2-hour tour on board the research vessel New Wave in the world's richest waters. Your guide and captain will be Science Center's own biological oceanographer, Dr. Rob Campbell, or as we call him around here, Dr. Captain Rob. The date for your cruise will be mutually agreed upon with you and the captain, and snacks and beverages will be included. The location is dependent upon the tides, the time of day, and the winner's interest. The boat can hold up to 4 passengers maximum, not including Dr. Captain Rob, and it must be redeemed within 1 year of this date. COVID safety rules: passengers must be vaccinated or willing to stay outside on deck with masks when less than 6 feet distance for others cannot be achieved. And our current high bidder is Cynthia Lottie. And we have some other people that were once interested, like Kendall Nielsen. Again, Kendall, come on back and get in on this action. And Gail Groff, who, if you know Gail, she is the retired teacher and principal of our local elementary school. So Gail, I know you want this New Wave tour. So let's see if we can have anyone vying for Cynthia here for this amazing tour with Dr. Captain Rob Campbell on our research vessel, the New Wave. And I think this auction item is just so special. It is the ultimate way to experience the kind of work that we do here at the Science Center, or at least the setting in which we do our work. Not only is the New Wave used for our oceanographic research, but it is also used to get our local students out and engaged in their environment and learning about the environment. We also just recently had a teacher workshop with teachers from all over the state of Alaska out on the New Wave to learn about how they can get their students more engaged in their environment. All right, let's check in on our bids. And Cynthia is currently the highest bidder on this item. Let's start a 20-second timer and see if we can get anyone else interested in going on a lovely cruise with Dr. Captain Rob Campbell on a research vessel, the New Wave. There are 10 seconds left in this auction item. We are closing in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, congratulations and thank you to the highest bidder of that auction item. We will move on to live auction item number 104. So this is a 15-pound box of fresh frozen Alaska cod, black cod fillets. And these were donated by Dan Hall, who is a commercial fisherman and a Science Center board member. So this is another really delicious auction item to take home. It's 15 pounds. And I see a lot of people are interested in this auction item. So let's keep those bids rolling in, everyone, to take home 15 pounds of skin-on boneless sablefish fillets in 1.5 to 2 pound vacuum sealed packages from the cold waters of the Gulf of Alaska right outside Cordova's front door. These fillets are from top grade black cod that have been held in slush ice before custom processing on shore. All right, Chuck Meacham is currently seated to take these home, but I want to hear from Michelle Hahn, who once was the highest bidder, and Brooke Taylor, and also Kathy Potter. Are you interested? I think you are. Who wouldn't be in this 15 pounds of fresh frozen Alaska black cod? Shipping is graciously included by the donor, who also, like I mentioned, happens to be one of the Science Center's newest board members. Delivery for black cod will likely be between September and November and will be coordinated with the winning bidder. I bet if you ask nicely, which we all should, Dan will be happy to share with you his recipe for broiled miso black cod. It is truly delectable. This fish is a treat even for those of us who get to eat Copper River king salmon on a regular basis. You don't want to miss out on this. Chuck currently is not missing out on this, but others are. So let's get some action on these black cod fillets, and let's do that by setting a 20-second timer on this live auction item. All right, these look so good. I have heard so much about Dan's broiled miso black cod recipe, and I have not tried it. I have not been lucky enough to try it, but there are 6 seconds for you to be able. Kathy Sandifer in the action. 3, 2, 1, and that auction item is closed. Congratulations to whoever is taking home these black cod fillets. I'm truly jealous of you. And thank you so much to Dan Hall for your donation and to the highest bidder of that auction item. All right, on to our last live auction item of the evening, Heading Up the Copper by Sylvia Lang. This picture of this painting is absolutely beautiful, but let me tell you that it does not do this painting justice. I have seen it in person. It is a 26-inch by 32-inch original acrylic on canvas in a deep custom walnut frame. And Hank Krutov is currently the highest bidder on this item, but I know that there are so many interested parties. Sylvia's paintings are kind of a staple item at Copper River Nouveau, and they are an absolute treasure to have in your home. So get in on this action. Thank you, Peter Anderson. You have joined the bid. This painting, which is what I truly love, this painting seems to be the ultimate mesh of science in our region and art, and it really has Sylvia's character in it. It was inspired by the Copper River sonar counters that help with the management and protection of our very important salmon resource, but with a modern feel. It involved many layers and some metallic paint. And I am smiling because Seth Walker, who is a known Sylvia Lang collector, is back in the action. So, and Peter Anderson is also in the action. I think that this item is going to be highly contested. So I'll tell you a little bit more about Sylvia while you continue to try to have a piece of hers in your home. Sylvia Lang is an Alaska Native leader who was born and raised in Cordova. Alaska is home. It always has been, and it always will be for her. That sense of home, heritage, and belonging guides her artwork. She's grateful that she's been called to share her art. And I love this about Sylvia. When she completes a painting, she says she likes to release it into the wild. So that's what she's doing tonight. She's releasing this painting into the wild. Who will take it home with them this evening? It's currently Peter Anderson. And when I'm so thrilled that there are so many people going for this painting right now. Her paintings, like I said, have come to be coveted by Copper River Nouveau attendees over the years and have generated some hot bidding wars. So I would like to see some more action on this item right now. So who is going to hang this beauty on their wall? Sylvia also joined the Science Center's board of directors last year, so she's giving her time and talents to the organization in more ways than one. Thank you, Sylvia. I can't wait to see who takes this piece home, which is currently Pete Anderson. But come on, Hank, and come on, Seth. Seth, I know that you want to add this to your collection. I know that you want this. Let's see what we can have happen with a 20-second timer on this beautiful painting by Sylvia Lang, Heading Up the Copper. All right, let's see if any more bids come in. We have 14 seconds left. This beautiful painting, like I said, the image here is gorgeous, but it doesn't do the real life piece any justice. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Thank you and congratulations to our highest bidder on that item. And thank you, Sylvia, for continuing to support the Science Center in many ways. Thank you so much. So some of you just secured some great items. And in doing so, we also raised a lot of money for important science and education. Thank you all for being so generous. Speaking of generous, it's now time for a special announcement from ConocoPhillips. As some of you may know, the Science Center is still raising money for our brand new waterfront campus. This new campus will allow us to expand our work and to advance our important mission. It will also help us consolidate our 8 separate rented locations that are scattered across town, 13 miles apart, into one beautiful location. So if you are able to support the capital campaign, I encourage you to do so. Our new Science Center will be a source of employment and pride in Cordova and for Alaska. As Katrina mentioned earlier, the construction is underway right now and being supervised by our project manager, Rich Rogers, and we plan to complete construction and move in by the end of next year. So what does ConocoPhillips have to do with the new Science Center campus? Well, I will let them tell you directly.
Hello, I'm Robin McGee, a new board member on the Prince William Sound Science Center and a proud employee of ConocoPhillips Alaska. For almost 30 years, ConocoPhillips Alaska has supported the Science Center's efforts. We look forward to continuing with that assistance into the future, including time and talent contributions from our employees who are passionate in their support. Support of the center reflects the alignment of our goal of sustainable stewardship of Alaska's environmental resources with the center's continuing mission of research, education, and outreach. We are especially pleased that despite last year's disruptions, the new classroom, which we are proud to support with a $250,000 gift, is moving forward. ConocoPhillips Alaska has watched this project come together with mounting excitement and a sense that when we all pull together on a common cause, we can make things happen. Thank you for hosting this annual event. All of us at ConocoPhillips Alaska wish you great success as you open the doors of the classroom in the new Science Center.
Thank you, ConocoPhillips, for your continued support. We are so grateful. Before we hear a closing song from the amazing China Forbes of the band Pink Martini, who you heard in the beginning slides if you joined us early, we'd like to give you one more opportunity to join the Giving Challenge. And again, you can do that by clicking the Donate Now button or by texting Salmon to 366-283. And while you do that, I would like to share why I personally care about the Science Center. And I am getting ready to leave on Monday for a 10-day trip. This is one of our programs that we run in the summer. This is the Copper River Stewardship Program, and it is a partnership program. It takes a lot of us to run this, but I'm getting ready to head out on that. And while I was preparing all of my materials, I found my Copper River Stewardship Program journal from 2016 to 2018. And I found an activity that we had asked the students, they're high school students, and they come from Cordova and the Upper Copper Basin. And we bring them together so that they may share. Thank you, Jennifer, for that contribution. These students come together, they're from very different places, but they have a shared resource and a shared lifestyle. Thank you, Andres Morales, for that support. So we asked them to think about their connection to the place that they call home and write a letter to their future self. I had no idea that I would ever read my letter to my future self to a bunch of people, but here we are. This is one of the reasons why I care so much about what the Science Center does. We make our home in the Copper River watershed. We harvest mushrooms, berries, and fiddleheads from the rainforest, hunt moose, bear, goat, and deer in the wetlands and mountains, hook halibut and subsistence fish for salmon at the mouth of the Copper River and its tributaries. I make my living teaching about this beautiful place we call home, nestled between the Copper River Delta and the world's richest waters of Prince William Sound. With students, I canoe sloughs and rivers so we may learn together wetland ecology, hike to glaciers to marvel in their ability to change the landscape, and metaphorically get lost in the rainforest while exploring the relationship between salmon and the trees. Our way of life and our livelihoods depend on the beautiful connectedness and our understanding of this diverse ecosystem. It's real too. Our role at the Science Center is vital. We conduct important research and provide free science education to the next generation of scientifically literate ecosystem stewards. We are a group of hardworking people that are truly passionate about what we do. I know that organizations like ours make a difference, and I hope you can support us in our mission. Now, to close us out, we'll hear from a performer that blew me away last year. I'm so excited to have her join us again, the amazing China Forbes.
Hi, I'm China Forbes of the band Pink Martini in Portland, Oregon. I'm thrilled to be back this year again to perform another song in support of Copper River Nouveau and the work of the Science Center. I fully believe that we need the Science Center more than ever, and their efforts are going to save our planet and our future. So I'm hoping that everyone will be able to donate as much as they're possibly able to help with this incredible project. I've chosen a song to sing for you that is about sticking to your convictions against all odds, and I hope you enjoy it.
Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. You can stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. No, I'll stand my ground, won't be turned around, and I keep this world from dragging me down. stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, I will stand my ground, and I won't back down. Well, I know what's right. Got just one life in a world that keeps on dragging me around. But I stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, I will stand my ground, and I won't back down. Oh, I'll stand my ground, and I won't back down. No, I won't back down.
Thank you, China. That was absolutely beautiful. Thank you again for joining us this year. Remember to everyone that our silent auction is still open. It is open until 6:30 Alaska time, so please keep bidding. There are so many amazing items that are available in our silent auction, and thank you to all of our donors for the items that we have included this evening. I have some really great news to share with you. I was just told that we have met our $40,000 goal. So thank you everyone for your support. And while we are coming to the close of this evening, I so wish that we could continue our normal in-person Copper River Nouveau tradition to head down to the Reluctant Fisherman Inn to dance the night away. But I am truly humbled by the amount of support from near and far. Thank you everyone for tuning in and spending some time with us tonight. We are so grateful for all of your support. Thank you, be well, and cheers.
Fini la musique, la foule défile. Parti le public, que reste-t-il? La lumière s'éteint et te voilà, mon ange gardien, tu me prends dans les bras. Où étais-tu quand la gloire se fanait, les bravos se taisaient? Où étais-tu quand le silence s'approchait? Quand tombe la nuit, le doute viendra. Le train pour l'oubli, il m'emportera. Où étais-tu quand la gloire se fanait, les bravos se taisaient? étoile d'espoir, mon ange, c'était toi. Tu étais là, tu seras là, toujours pour moi.
When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance you have a way with me, stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have the magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance you have a way with me, stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my